When you would close your eyes and pay attention to the odors around you, could you actually name some of the odors you're perceiving right now?
No, I couldn't, because I have been in this room already for a while, and so I'm completely adapted, because the sense of smell adapts completely. And moreover, this is my room, it's my working room, and I have no unexpected smells here. And so that means that when I come in, there is really not something that excites me. And this is principally the basis of the new theory that we have developed.
Could you give me a short description of the theory?
Well, the theory says that odors, when we smell an odor, the first thing we do is notice whether we had that odor or whether we never had it. If we would smell all the odors that we encounter, we would be overloaded with odors, because there are hundreds of odors in your house. Every moment, every corner has a different odor. So what the memory does in the first place is, when you know the odor, you don't give attention to it anymore. The other thing is that these odors are always linked to the situation. Your own house is a situation you know, and you do not smell the odors. Houses of other people you smell immediately. And only when in your house there is a misfit, then you will smell it. And that is the quintessence of the theory. Furthermore, it is not so that you remember the odors when you do study odor memory. You remember the situations in which the odors belonged. And the odors themselves you can often not remember at all. But they bring you back a situation, and that is the thing that is remembered. And that is very different from what many people think. But people think that you remember the odor itself as such, but no. You remember the situations in which they came.
You question the ecological validity of olfactory experiments which involve the identification of odors. Odors, you emphasize, were not meant for identification. Yet many experiments rely on exactly that feature. Did olfactory research take a wrong path?
In a way it did, I think, because it was very much modeled after visual experiments or verbal learning experiments. And in vision you have objects that you can show and that people recognize. And recognizing and identifying is important in vision, because you can see the things already from a distance. If you have, for instance, enemies coming toward you, it's very important that you identify what the enemy is. If it's a rhino running towards you, you better step aside. If it is a small fellow, you hit him on the head. If it's a very big fellow, you smile. And so your reaction to the possible danger is depending on your identification of the danger. In olfaction, that's not the case. In olfaction, if you smell an odor that you do not know, there's only one thing you can do, is keep your breath and get out, or spit it out if it is in your mouth. And so there is no need for identification in a way. And that is why we are so very bad at it. Most people cannot identify over 50% of the things odors that they encounter. And it has also no purpose to identify. Identification is a much overrated thing. And the funny thing is that almost all experiments on olfactory memory are about identification. And I think that is the wrong way, the wrong path indeed.
Thank you very much for the interview.